Hello, my name is George Garcia. I am a Microsoft consultant and security architect. Thank you very much for taking the time to learn about me, but more importantly, what I can do for your organization. I have over 20 years of experience assisting diverse environments, including the Department of Defense, the Defense Industrial Base, federal, state and local government, as well as commercial organizations. I help organizations implement Microsoft technologies in the areas of collaboration and productivity, advanced security, infrastructure, and Microsoft Power Platform, including business intelligence, analytics, and automation. In the last few years, I've been assisting organizations in large-scale endeavors, including digital transformation journeys, as well as through modernization initiatives. And this has really allowed me to assist organizations in three very important ways. One is through the enhancing of an organization's operational agility. Two is through reducing their total cost of IT ownership, as well as reducing their administrative burden. And three is through the enhancement of an organizational's security posture and reduction of their overall organizational risk. I help organizations enhance their operational agility through the implementation of best practices in IT, best practices that help them to adopt new capabilities and paradigms in technology advancements, adopting and implementing best practices in IT management like the Microsoft Cloud Adoption Framework, the Microsoft Well-Architected Framework in the areas of governance and compliance, helping them implement the best practices such as the Microsoft Cloud Security Benchmark, as well as frameworks like NIST and CIS. In IT security, helping with the implementation of zero trust architectures through the adoption of the Microsoft Zero Trust Reference Architecture, the Microsoft Cybersecurity Reference Architecture. And these are architectures that allow an organization of any size to be able to adopt the best practices and capabilities like larger and more well-funded organizations. And I help organizations adopt new capabilities in the areas of AI and automation. I pretty much talk to business owners and decision makers on an almost daily basis. And the very first question I always hear is, hey, tell me about Microsoft AI. How does it work? And more importantly, what do I need to do for my organization to get us ready to be able to harness these kinds of powerful tools? And really, business leaders know that these are extremely powerful global disruptors, and they realize they need to come up with a strategy not only to create a competitive advantage, but even simply to be able to compete in the modern workplace with a lot of different new challenges that are rapidly accelerating. And these organizational level engagements, they've really allowed me to be able to help my clients shift from being reactive to being proactive and leveraging the many analytical tools and business intelligence that is inherent both in the Microsoft 365 as well as Azure environments. This enables an informed, data-driven decision-making process and helps organizations leverage these tools to be able to anticipate challenges, optimize operations, and strategically plan for the future, ensuring that they stay ahead in a competitive and ever evolving marketplace. Another way I help organizations is through the reduction in their total cost of IT ownership, reduction of their overall administrative burden. And in the last several years, there's been a massive proliferation, not only of data, but a lot of different cloud services and applications. And this is difficult to deal with because the amount of data has exploded. It's led to services sprawl, disjointed point solutions, siloed solutions that not only lead to an out of control IT spend, but also from an administrative perspective, and adds to the security risk due to their disjointed and siloed nature. I help organizations leverage the many different capabilities and technologies that are inherent in the Microsoft business and the Microsoft Enterprise licensing stack. This licensing stack has a lot of things, a lot of tools, a lot of services that allow you to be able to remove and consolidate or eliminate a lot of these other disjointed and redundant solutions. And it helps lay the foundation for a holistic, integrated, and secure strategic approach that reduces the total cost of IT ownership. Helping organizations enhance their security posture, reducing their organizational risk. From my experience, I see that a lot of organizations, both large and small, are having a lot of trouble being able to deal with advanced persistent threats. And these are very malicious threats that are deeply ingrained and difficult to find and equally as hard to eradicate from a lot of these different environments. And I've seen these advanced persistent threats in almost every single organization that I have interacted with in the last few years. So, in order to combat this, I help organizations create a strategic approach to being able to tailor the Microsoft advanced security capabilities and enhance the ability to be able to respond to these threats, to shrink that window of opportunity, to respond faster, to respond more effectively in alignment with the MITRE framework. The MITRE framework being the foundational capability that helps identify the tools, techniques, and procedures that a bad actor will utilize in an attempt to exploit your organization. And then deploy tools to counter those techniques that they're using out there. Powerful tools within the Microsoft security stack that closes that kill chain window of opportunity aligned to MITRE that an attacker has. It reduces their ability to use those techniques that they can utilize. And ultimately, the organization is able to respond in a matter of minutes, not hours, with responsive tools that are deeply integrated and deeply impactful in the Microsoft security capability. And also making sure that when I help my clients, when I help organizations, they have a very clear understanding of what we're protecting their IT digital estate, protecting their tenant, protecting their security boundary, protecting their data boundary. So knowing exactly what and how is connecting into your environment, connecting into your services, both inbound and outbound, very important to be able to use best practices using secure methods of both remote assistance, secure methods of remote access, using best practices in the Microsoft security stack like Azure RBAC and Microsoft GDAP, or what's referred to as granularly delegated access permissions. So being able to responsibly and effectively have least privilege and in many cases just-in-time access into your environment to only allow what is needed to be able to perform things inside of your organization. So thank you very much for taking the time to learn about me, more importantly, what I can bring to your organization. I would love to keep the conversation going. You're more than welcome to contact me via email, via phone. I'm looking forward to partnering with you on your organization's journey. And thank you very much for your time.